quick little recap. This is what my display tank looks at night. Same thing as the refugium. Of course, I have both sumps going the daytime, but that's what it has to look like so far. Nothing has changed. No new additions, just moved a couple things around. Had to move my orange toaster, which had slow tissue necrosis. It's up there on the frag rack. That little small frag right there. Then I propagated one of my orange Ricordia mushrooms right there. And yeah, that's a quick little clip. I date. Over here, have two new additions. I don't know if you can see them though. There's a Ransford goby over there. Porcelain crab. There's a little cave there. And inside there, which is totally rearranged this whole refugium, it's a bluefin goby and a tiger pistol shrimp, which he's been on a redecorating rampage for the past couple days. And a mini carpet anemone. There's a sexy shrimp somewhere in here. Not really sure. He tends to go around the whole tank, but yeah, that is the refugium and my display. Afternoon reefers. It's my monthly update of my 32 BioCube. Some new additions, and still have yet to connect the two tanks, which I'm planning on doing that later today. Might do a little video, but everything is growing inside the refugium. Have a little cyanobacteria in there, but it's still going well. But for the display tank, for the time being, everything's going great. The corals that I got from Fish of Hex, they're growing fine. Had a little bit of issue with my alkalinity. I was staying at a neutral 7 for like this past week, and this morning when I tested it, and after dosing from yesterday, got it up to a solid 8 DKH. But as of today, did a little fragged off a few pieces from current stock. The two acros you see in the top right, those are fresh frags, and plan on sending those back to a fish store. But everything else is growing quite fine. Have two new additions for fish in the display tank. Had 3 green chromis in here. Have one over there and other one hanging out over there. The yellow-tailed damsel is kind of being a butthole right now, just punking them both. But had a third who wasn't doing so well as of last night. He was kind of breathing really hard, swimming face down, and his mistake was got too close to the pistol shrimp entrance, and so throughout the day as I'm cleaning the glass and doing the fragging, I'm seeing chunks of the fish floating around the tank. So I was like, oh, that's just wonderful. Well, at least I don't have to feed the pistol shrimp this week. And over to the refugium side, there's have a blue spot goby and a tiger pistol on this side. I was like, why not? And new addition, other than that, other new additions, got a sexy shrimp and a mini carpet anemone. Got from my local fish store, Seascape, out here in St. Louis. They had a little deal going for them, so I saw it and went and took care of it. Then had some Xenia on top of my rose bubble anemone over here, which was a gift from brother-in-law. You can see it's behind the power head. That's where the two clowns are absolutely loving. But the Xenia coral was attached to it on a rock, so I didn't want it to spread throughout the display, so I threw it out here in the refugium. But I've been getting excellent growth on the yellow finger, showing excellent growth. It's a new stock that's closest to that left one. That was only about a month of growth. The same thing with the shaving brushes. That's a whole, I think it's a whole new one. Same thing with mermaids fans. They're sprouting. For some reason this mermaid fan's not doing so hot. After it sprouted that fresh one right behind it, it started basically dissolving in the center. Same thing with this shaving brush. It's sprouting new ones. And that one is sprouting, trying to. I got a porcelain crab hanging out in there, hanging out, lurking in the shadows. And in the back here, got multiple shaving brushes popping out, which, I mean, that's fantastic. And the other new addition, I don't know if you can see him or not, that's a Ransford goby to help stir up the substrate. I'm still debating if I should get a sand sifting starfish. Had one last week and it basically just dissolved after being in here for a couple days. All my stats are basically perfect, except for I have a little bit of a 0.25 phosphate, but that's basically it. And I have Chato running as a counter cycle at night, and I mean, everything's going great. Somewhere in here, oh, there it is. I have a lettuce nudie branch, so it would help trim out the shaving brushes and all the macroalgae in here, so it's not essentially overwhelming this whole refugium. But yeah, that's my monthly update. Back to this side, so here you guys take a look. Frog spawn, my two mandarin gobies, or mandarin dragonets. They're doing fatten up. I got 3 rose bubbles. Got a green one there that the male clown's hanging out on, and I have a little tiny one that's like right above his head. There it is. But I'm gonna have this monster right next to the power head, which is kind of, I don't know if you can get a good shot of it. It's been scaring me for like the past couple of weeks. It's inching ever so close, and that guy might split. But yeah, that's my monthly update of everything going on. Rossozoas, some frog spawn. My Favia is doing alright since I dipped it. It's taking a while to recover, but it's going there. Another Duncan. That was actually a green Duncan there. Now it's actually growing multiple heads. I don't know if you can see it that well. Thinking about propagating that pink one behind it. But yeah, pretty much moved a couple things around so it'd get better growth. And that's what I propagated today. Off that acro. Buddy at the local fish store, Luke, basically gave me that one because it was trying to sell it at the fish store and just basically browned out, and it's now barely starting to get its color back. Starting to. But it was starting to shade the other branches, so I had to propagate a few pieces, and it looks like they're already coming out and starting to use feeding responses. Well, that's for the small one. So I actually gotta clean my glass right here at the frag rack. But that one's starting to grow too, or showing feeding responses. That Hollywood Stunner chalice. Can't wait for that puppy to blow up.